Yep.
Welcome to Chamber Check-In. Today we are with Julia Macaluso from Great Freight Logistics. Julia, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me today, Sarah. I appreciate it.
I know so much about you and what you contribute to the Chamber, but I have to admit I'm excited to learn more about your business and how you serve other businesses in our community. Tell us a little bit about Great Freight Logistics.
All right. So, Great Freight Logistics, we are a family owned full service logistics provider. We actually have an office right here at Santan Mall in Gilbert. And so, feel free to pop in and visit us whenever. We're kind of over the Apple store in between State 48 and Thirsty Lion. We coordinate shipments for businesses of all sizes. And when I say coordinate, we're kind of the middleman. We are what's called in the industry a broker or freight forwarder, also a 3PL. Oftentimes manufacturers have, whether it's one pallet of freight or an entire truckload of freight that need to get from point A to point B, and they need someone to coordinate that. We are that person. So we do it both domestically and internationally. As you can imagine, right now, the international market is a little crazy. We do coordinate both ocean and air freight shipments. And so a lot of our even local customers, they import, whether it's actual product or pieces of machinery that they are putting together here in the United States to manufacture their own products. So that's basically what we do in a nutshell.
So I know you and your team members there focus a lot on building relationships with your customers and with the community. Talk a little bit about how you do that.
Well, first and foremost, relationship is key no matter what industry you're in. And so when we approach a customer initially, it's not, hey, what kind of business can you send our way? It's let's build a relationship and get to know one another. Do you have a family? Are you married? Do you have kids? How long have you been in this industry? It's about building that relationship from the bottom up. Figuring out maybe what their favorite restaurants are, what they like to do in their spare time, because we like to be genuine in our gift giving to our clients as well. A big piece of our relationship is being proactive in an industry that has a lot of hiccups. Not gonna lie, the freight industry, there's a lot damaged goods, a lot of what's called LTL, less than truckload shipments oftentimes go missing. It doesn't matter who the logistics broker is, it's out of our hands at that point, but we truly are proactive in letting the customer know at all times, hey, this is where your freight is, this is what's happening, good, bad, or in between. And again, communication is key as far as relationship goes as well.
Yeah. And I have been honored to get to know you and your service to our chamber and our community. I know that you have a heart for service, and you were recently an award recipient from our annual Business Awards Luncheon. Share a little bit about how you and your family serve the community.
Awesome. Yes, I was very humbled by that. So thank you to whoever nominated, and thank you to the chamber. I grew up in a family that my mom was actually a big role model of mine, always giving back. She might not have had a lot financial wise, but she had a creative side and a big heart. And I saw the joy that she received in giving back. And so I've kind of tried to model her throughout my life, whether it was in high school, you know, serving as a candy striper in the local hospitals, or going to youth group camps, and rather than going as a camper, being on what was called the work crew and serving others. I just get joy out of that. So now as an adult and as a business owner, I find joy in just first and foremost, I reach out to chamber members first. I look for the nonprofits, and I like to reach out and see, okay, what can we do to help them with what they need now, whether it's canned food, whether it's raising funds. And then I try to use my creative side to ignite what I like to say is a spark to get the ball rolling. You know, we're growing, and even though we might not be able to, you know, write a check for this huge amount for a business, we can definitely get the ball rolling and integrate the entire community, including our family. I mean, even if it's little things, every couple months having my teenagers clean out their closets and giving those clothes to other kids that need them. I don't know about your kids, but sometimes my kids get brand new things, and A, they either never wear it, or B, they wear it once or twice, and why not pass that, you know, forward? And I know oftentimes, I'm not going to use like the big box donation centers. People just automatically think of those ones first and they drop it off, but there really truly are places in our community like House of Refuge and the Starbright Foundation, Boost a Foster Family. Those smaller nonprofits oftentimes are neglected unless we spotlight them, which we like to do at our Women Empowered events. So that's kind of, as far as including the family, that is an easy way to do it. And then we're hoping to get onto a regular schedule, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, or once a month, just actually physically getting my kids into one of those places to serve. So whether it's going through the donations or so we're trying, and it's really important as parents to role model that kind of thing.
I agree. So, we're trying to get on the same habit, a bit more challenging than it should be, but I can't wait to start getting out there and serving with my kiddos too. All right, you brought it up, Women Empowered. I know I can always find you at a golf event or a Women Empowered event. Talk about your involvement with Women Empowered and why it brings so much value to you.
I'll be a little vulnerable here. Quite honestly, I think as a female, I had a really hard time in high school. I think that that's a time when it's hard to build that trust. Oftentimes girls can be manipulative or gossipy. And so as I grew up into an adult, I thought, wow, how can we change this? How can we empower one another as women and build each other up and share ideas and inspire each other? And so when Christy Botain, actually, I had a one-on-one with her way back in 2019. And I had asked her, hey, what do we have going on? And she mentioned Women Empowered. And I was like, oh, can I please be involved in this? And then the honor of being asked to be vice chair and now chair is a really big deal, because I want to take all of those taboo and, I want to just kind of wipe that clean and let women know in the community, no matter what your age is, no matter what your walk in life is, no matter what your job status is, we can all come together and empower one another for the betterment of our community. And so I'm just very passionate about the events that we have planned for this year, how we're going to integrate all of those things, mind, body, and soul. How can we build each other up? And obviously, those of us who have significant others know that, happy wife, happy life. And I think that I don't know, I've just been so encouraged by the women that are on our committee, the women that have come to our events. My goal is to just make everyone feel welcome and to want to kind of spread the news. So we've actually got one right around the corner that I'm super excited about. I don't want to spoil anything, but stay tuned for our promo. That'll be out before you know it. So as far as the golf goes, I'm a newer golfer, but I am very, very patient. And I'm so thrilled that the Chamber now has the 9-in-1 events. It's the perfect opportunity for those of you who have never touched a golf club to come and just be in a comfortable, judgment-free zone and enjoy a couple drinks and get to know one another better. So that's actually one of the reasons why I started golfing, is because I think it's a really good opportunity to get to know your clients and get to know other people. You've got whether it's 2 to 5 hours on the course. And again, it's a fun time if you don't take it too seriously.
I agree. My husband would not, but I agree. Don't take it too seriously. Just have some fun. Julia, you make our chamber a better place. I'm grateful for all that you do for us and the other members of our organization and our business community. Thank you for your leadership. You are a blessing to us.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Right back at you. I appreciate you, and I appreciate this time today. Thank you.